ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد
Hello and welcome everyone. This is RTA News and you're watching English News Bulletin with me, Suleiman Talash. Let's dive into today's news updates from the country and beyond. We begin with Afghan Public Libraries Chief Mir's Turkish National Library Head in Ankara. Dr. Rafiullah Samim, Director of Public Libraries at the Ministry of Information and Culture, met with Ayhan Toglu, head of the Turkey's National Library, during his official visit to Ankara. According to the Ministry of Information and Culture, the two sides agreed on training Afghan public library staff in Turkey and developing digital books for Afghanistan's library network. The ministry added that the head of the Turkey's National Library pledged to donate 150 books on the country's history, geography, and prominent figures to Afghanistan's public libraries. On the other hand, the Afghan Minister of Labor and Social Affairs and the Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Kabul held an official meeting to discuss expanding labor cooperation, improving technical and vocational training, and the legal deployment of Afghan workers to Iran. Here is the rest of the story.
Mullah Abdul Manan Omari, the Minister of Labor and Social Affairs, met with Ali Reza Begdali, Iran's ambassador to Afghanistan. The two sides discussed expanding labor cooperation, enhancing technical and vocational training, the situation of Afghan migrants in Iran, and the legal process for sending Afghan workers to Iran. During the meeting, the Minister of Labor said that benefiting from Iran's experience in technical training and labor market management could be useful for Afghanistan. He emphasized that the presence of Afghan workers in Iran should be organized in a regulated manner to reduce problems arising from illegal residency.
Discussions were held regarding the future legal deployment of Afghan workers. Recently, the Islamic Republic of Iran has begun issuing work visas to Afghan laborers. These include individuals who had previously worked in Iran but were deported. Now efforts are underway to have them reapplied through Iranian employers by issuing them proper work visas.
The Iranian ambassador, referring to the expansion of economic relations between the two countries, said that this cooperation has increased opportunities for job creation. He also announced that the Deputy Minister for Employment of the Islamic Republic of Iran will visit Kabul in the near future to discuss labor exchange and labor market management.
The Iranian ambassador expressed Iran's commitment to cooperation and mentioned that to further discuss and coordinate this matter, a representative or deputy from Iran's Ministry of Labor, Cooperatives and Social Welfare, specifically from the Employment Department, will soon visit Afghanistan.
A number of Afghan workers have welcomed the establishment of a legal process for sending labor to Iran, considering it an important step toward gaining safe and organized employment.
Our
request from the Islamic Emirate is to implement similar programs with other neighboring countries as well, so Afghan workers can obtain work visas and become employed. We ask the Islamic Emirate to engage not only with Iran but also with other countries to create job opportunities for Afghan youth.
Afghanistan and Iran have for years witnessed large-scale movement of Afghan workers, but much of this movement was taking place illegally. The recent efforts by both countries to formally regulate the transfer of labor are aimed at reducing the problems faced by workers and creating safe employment opportunities.
Overseas, Brazil's former president has been arrested for allegedly attempting to evade his house arrest and prevent the enforcement of a 27-year prison sentence issued against him. According to an Associated Press report, federal officers detained him on the order of the Supreme Court judge and transferred him to Brasilia, the nation's capital, on Monday. Wang Yi, the foreign minister of China, emphasized support for Afghanistan during his meeting with his Tajik counterpart Sirajuddin Mehruddin. The Chinese foreign minister stated that China is ready to cooperate with Tajikistan in promoting peace, stability, reconstruction and development in Afghanistan. Here is the rest of the story.
Continuing his meetings with Central Asian officials, the Chinese foreign minister traveled to Tajikistan and discussed Afghanistan with his Tajik counterpart. During the meeting with Sirajuddin Mehruddin, Wang Yi noted that Afghanistan is a shared neighbor of China and Tajikistan and stated that his country will continue to strengthen coordination with Tajikistan regarding Afghanistan, as well as support peace, stability, development and the country's reconstruction.
Afghanistan is a shared neighbor of China and Tajikistan. China is ready to cooperate with Tajikistan to support peace, stability, development and the reconstruction of Afghanistan.
Meanwhile, the Islamic Emirate says that it seeks to expand political and economic relations with all countries, including regional and neighboring ones.
Afghanistan seeks good and friendly ties with all countries, especially with the neighboring countries, and aims to further expand and strengthen its economic, trade and other forms of cooperation with them.
Including China, most Central Asian countries such as Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan and Kyrgyzstan have close political and economic relations with the Islamic Emirates. Last week, a high-level Tajik delegation also visited Kabul, and political and economic ties between Kabul and Dushanbe are expected to expand as well.
When we speak of stability in Afghanistan, it also reflects the stability of Central and South Asia. Likewise, when we talk about stability in Central and South Asia, it inherently includes the stability of Afghanistan. From a diplomatic perspective, the further Afghanistan advances, the more political achievements it can secure.
Some experts believe that the implementation of joint cooperative projects by Central Asian countries would benefit Afghanistan and the region.
Work on infrastructure, development and expansion projects can also benefit Afghanistan's economy in the long term, as it enables better management of natural and human resources, moving the country towards self-sufficiency.
However, earlier as well, Uzbek President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, in his meeting with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, had emphasized political support, economic stability and cooperation within multilateral frameworks regarding Afghanistan.
On the other hand, Sheikh Nur Mohammad Saqib, Minister of Hajj and Religious Affairs, visited the construction site of Jabal Nur building in Nahrish Siraj district during his visit to Helmand province. According to the ministry, the building is being constructed under the directive of the leader of the Islamic Emirate to preserve old copies of the Holy Quran and other sacred manuscripts, with approximately 80% of the work completed so far. On the other hand, a traffic incident in Pulakhumri leaves 2 martyred and 9 injured. A traffic incident in Pulakhumri, the capital of Baghlan province, left 2 people, a woman and a child, martyred and 9 others injured. The Baghlan Provincial Police Command said the injured were immediately transferred to the Pulakhumri Central Hospital for treatment. The National Disaster Management Directorate of Badghis Province reports the discovery and neutralization of 56 landmines in the Balamarghab district of Badghis Province. The Directorate states that this operation was carried out with the technical support of the demining team from the DRC organization in the province. Work has commenced on the construction of a 46.5-kilometer road connecting the districts of Gershek and Musaqala in Helmand province, a project valued at 1.032 billion Afghanis. Local officials in Helmand say the new road will link the districts of Naumesh, Baghni, Baghran, Nauzad, Musaqala and Gershek, significantly improving connectivity across the province. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the latest news updates from RTA News. Thank you for watching.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا